So this Crafter's Companion stamp is called a rotating stamp, and it tells you basically you stamp it once and then you rotate this. It says just rotate the stamp 90 degrees or the stamping platform 90 degrees. I'm going to show you a little trick, the way I do it, that I personally think is a lot easier. So I need a piece of card that's 5.5 by 5.5. So I made a template, and to make this template, I took a piece of cardboard, and if you have like a Cricut machine or something, that's actually perfect. Because what I did is I took a square that's 5.5 by 5.5, and I centered it, and then I took a second square, rotated it 45 degrees, and centered the two of them, and then cut that shape out. And it gives you this nice template that will hold your 5.5 by 5.5 piece of paper. And then I'm going to line up my stamp on there, exactly in the middle. Pick up that stamp. So I made this little template, and I actually have them in 5 by 5 and 4.5 by 4.5 and 4 by 4. And so you can make them in, or 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 5.5 by 5.5. You could make one 6 by 6 or whatever size you wanted, but it's made exactly the same way. Super easy. It works great for these rotating stamps. It also works for another way that I'm going to show you how to do this. So anyway, press that down, stamp down to make sure you get all the bubbles out. And then I like to do these rotating stamps in just kind of a monochrome look, mostly because I like the looks out of them, and it's kind of hard to pick out the different pieces for different colors, I think. So I do it this way, and just give it a good press all the way around. And then don't move the stamp, and you just rotate the paper 90 degrees, and it fits right in there. Re-ink your stamp and just keep doing it, the same thing. Okay, rotate your paper. And last time, you can see I pressed down too hard right here, but I'm going to ink the edges anyway, so it's okay. And that's where I got ink on the edge of that. If you can try to not push down so you're not getting ink all over the edges, you're less likely to get that. The other option is once it's there, take a cloth or a paper towel or something and wipe the extra ink off, especially around these edges. You just have to be careful not to get the ink off of the raised stamping area like I just did, because now I'm going to have to re-ink that. you're a little more careful when you're inking your stamp, it helps. I push down too hard. Okay. Make sure your paper's good and lined up. And it gives you essentially a perfect result every time. I find this to be the absolute easiest way to use those rotating stamps as opposed to anything else, is by using this little template and then moving the paper as opposed to shifting the stamping platform or anything else. I know Crafter's Companion tells you and they show you how to do it, and I've tried so many different ways on the stamping platform from Crafter's Companion and rotating the stamping platform. I can never get it to work as well as when I did this. So that's my top tip on how to use these rotating stamps.